And a very pleasant good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Ives Lamel Family Field on the campus of Brevard College for today's matchup, USA South Conference football action. The hosts, Brevard College Tornadoes, taking on Southern Virginia University. The Knights making the trip down from Virginia, and should be a good one between these two teams. The Tornadoes red hot in the month of October. A 3-game winning streak, wins over Greensboro, Maryville, and LaGrange. A combined score of 78-17 in those 3 wins. And Tornadoes looking to continue their winning ways here on a gorgeous Saturday afternoon at Ives Lamel Family Field. October in the mountains of western North Carolina. Well, this is the 3rd time in school history these two teams have met. The Knights and Tornadoes last met back in 2012 at Brevard Memorial Stadium. And for that matter then, first time ever here at Ives Lamel Family Field between these two, the Knights and Tornadoes. Southern Virginia, if you're not familiar with them, the newest member of the USA South Conference, fielding 9 football teams this season. Southern Virginia, one of those 9 squads. And Tornadoes, just red hot as of late, as we mentioned, the 3 straight wins here in the month of October, and the individual accolades continue to come in. 5 consecutive D3Football.com Team of the Week honorees, including this week, Wyatt Langford. So we'll be looking out for those individual performances, certainly looking for the Tornadoes to continue their winning ways here this afternoon at Ives Lamel Family Field. Langford, by the way, a career day last week at LaGrange, a 20-10 road victory. Langford, 5 tackles, 4 tackles for loss, a sack, a forced fumble, and recover a fumble for good measure. And it all adds up to a D3Football.com Team of the Week honoree. And should be a lot of fun as we get going shortly here. It's Youth Day at Ives Lamel Family Field. We have Brevard High School's marching band. We've got the Boys and Girls Club in the house. All sorts of fans of all ages, Tornadoes of all sizes here at Ives Lamel Family Field. Should be a good one. Kickoff is about 17 minutes away. Tornadoes and Knights coming up next. And we'll turn it over now to our public address announcer, Ray Gill, for today's starting lineups.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Let's meet today's starting lineups. First, the visiting Southern Virginia University Knights. On offense, at quarterback, a 6'1 junior, number 1, Davis Pinkston. At running back, a 5'11 freshman, number 23, Jake Wood. At wide receiver, a 6'2 senior, number 11, Skylar Johnson. At wide receiver, a 6'3 sophomore, number 2, Matt Johannesson. At wide receiver, a 5'10 sophomore, number 6, Jake Schenk. At tight end, a 6'4 freshman, number 82, Jalen Troy. At right tackle, a 6'3 freshman, number 63, David Tonagli. At right guard, a 6'2 freshman, number 64, Inoki Kafusi. At center, a 5'10 freshman, number 65, Makati Bradley. At left guard, a 6'1 freshman, number 72, Kelly Henderson. At left tackle, a 6'3 sophomore, number 73, Safutu Levy. And now for Southern Virginia on defense. At defensive end, a 6'1 senior, number 52, Dalen Breen. At nose guard, a 6'2 freshman, number 49, Kamani Vavi. At defensive tackle, number 6'3 freshman, number 51, Logan Mullen. At left end, a 6'2 sophomore, number 33, Cole Oldham. At nickel, a 6' freshman, number 10, Tyler Wester. At linebacker, a 6'2 sophomore, number 8, Jason Siasi. At linebacker, a 6'1 senior, number 4, Bishop Opakata. At cornerback, a 5'10 freshman, number 35, Alex Sewell. At free safety, a 5'10 junior, number 5, Jacob Talola. At strong safety, a 6' freshman, number 43, Bronx Barris. And at cornerback, a 6' sophomore, number 22, Dylan Andrew. On special teams for Southern Virginia, the kicking duties today will be handled by a 5'10 freshman, number 31, Derek Bass. And also the punting duties will be handled by number 31, Derek Bass. And now the starting lineups for your Brevard College Tornadoes. On offense, at quarterback, a 6'1 sophomore, number 2, Taylor Jackson III. At running back, a 5'10 sophomore, number 22, Deshante Kirkland. At wide receiver, a 5'8 senior, number 1, Brandon Norris. At wide receiver, a 6'3 senior, number 7, Dalton Cole. At tight end, a 6'2 sophomore, number 81, Vince Davis. At fullback, a 6' senior, number 47, Jordan Bill. At right tackle, a 6'6 freshman, number 64, Andrew Bullard. At right guard, a 6' senior, number 68, Justin Parker. At center, a 6'1 junior, number 60, Todd Norman. At left guard, a 6'2 senior, number 59, Ari Drake. And at left tackle, a 6'8 senior, number 70, Brandon Unakes. And now for your Tornadoes on defense. At defensive end, a 6' sophomore, number 99, Ernest Smith II. At defensive tackle, a 6'1 junior, number 42, Wyatt Langford. At defensive end, a 6'1 senior, number 8, Jerome Bass. At linebacker, a 6'1 senior, number 1, Stephen Kennedy. At linebacker, a 6' sophomore, number 3, Jeff Banning. At linebacker, a 6'2 junior, number 4, Toby Naylor. At linebacker, a 5'10 junior, number 19, Tyler Harrison. At cornerback, a 5'7 sophomore, number 14, Cameron Moore. At safety, a 6' senior, number 37, Wesley Ross. At safety, a 5'10 senior, number 2, Dante Anderson. And at cornerback, a 5'10 junior, number 22, Jock Pledger. The special teams today, the kicking duties will be handled by 5'11 senior, number 11, Stamati Damalos. And the punting duties will be handled by a 5'10 freshman, number 13, Nick Akes. And your Tornadoes head coach, Mr. Bill Kyatt.
The punting duty.
Play some music. That'd be good, man.
The punting
Welcome back here to Lamel Family Field, just minutes away from National Anthem, Invocation, coin toss, and the kickoff of this one between the Southern Virginia Knights and the Brevard College Tornadoes. Should be a good one here at Lamel Family Field. A beautiful October afternoon, sunny skies, and unseasonably warm temperatures for this time of year in the mountains of western North Carolina. And really looking forward to this one between the Southern Virginia Knights and the Brevard Tornadoes. Tornadoes under the direction of head coach Bill Kyatt in his 5th season. And the Tornadoes, as we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, riding an impressive 3-game win streak here in the month of October. And not only 3 wins, but 3 wins with authority. 27-7 at Greensboro, a 31-0 blanking of Maryville last time we were here at Lamel Family Field. That was on homecoming. And then a 20-10 road win at LaGrange this past weekend, 78-17, the point differential in the month of October for the Tornadoes. Nice crowd here. It is fall break on campus, worth mentioning that. So perhaps not quite the student section we're used to, but a nice turnout of NATO Nation, including many NATOs of all sizes. It's Youth Day, so the day that fans of all ages are welcome and celebrated here at Lamel Family Field. The Brevard High School Marching Band is in the house. We also will be doing a special presentation with the Boys and Girls Club during halftime. So stick with us here. Tornadoes and Knights coming up in just a matter of moments. So as the Tornadoes make their walk from the Athletics Fieldhouse here on the campus of Brevard College to the Helmet Tunnel here at Lamel Family Field, and we are just moments away from getting everything started here at Lamel Family Field. Southern Virginia, the newest member of the USA South Conference, and their first visit to Lamel Family Field. The two teams have played before earlier in their histories, but first time in a conference matchup between these two. So captains making their way to midfield here at Lamel Family Field. Eli Carr, Toby Naylor, Dalton Cole, and Dante Anderson, as here come the Tornadoes now, ready to go to battle against the Knights. Tornadoes in the gray pants with the blue uniform tops, silver helmets, and the Tornadoes head out to midfield for the coin toss. Once again, captains for the Tornadoes, Dante Anderson, Toby Naylor, Eli Carr, and Dalton Cole. So coin toss between these two teams. The Knights win the toss and elect to receive. So Southern Virginia will start off first, and we'll turn it back over to PA announcer Ray Gill.
Please bow your heads and join us for the ceremony of invocation given by Brevard College Minister Brevard Priestman.
Let us pray. God, our parent, we pause at this moment to give thanks. Thanks for the beauty of this day. Thanks for the opportunity to be the greatest sportsmen and women we can be. We pray your blessings upon everyone and everything that happens in this moment. From players and coaches to refs and trainers to us that sit in stands, bless us to be at our best and at our greatest, to celebrate the greatness of this moment, and to watch and to witness individuals leave everything they have on the field. We give you thanks now for the celebration that we're going to experience, for the greatness that will show up, and for all that we'll see now. We give thanks. Amen.
This time, please remain standing and remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem performed today by Brevard College student Grace Vaughn.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Grace Vaught, for that beautiful rendition of the Star Spangled Banner, and thank you, Sherrod Kreisman, Brevard College campus minister, for the invocation, and Ray Gill handling public address announcing duties, and we're ready to rock here. Southern Virginia won the toss, elected to receive, and the Tornadoes, first time back here at Islamel Family Field after that 31-0 homecoming blanking of Maryville, and looking to keep these winning ways going, winners of 3 straight, and should be a good one. Hugo Taylor set to kick off for the Tornadoes. Back deep, Huxford and Wester for the Knights. So at 1:03 p.m. Eastern Time, we kick off here. Tornadoes and Knights, USA South Conference Division III football underway. And from the 7, here's Huxford of the Knights. and taken down at the 35-yard line. So impressive return there, about 28 yards on the return by Huxford, but taken down by the Tornadoes kickoff return team. And Tornadoes will now line up defensively. Quarterback for Southern Virginia is Davis Pinkston. Nelson in the backfield to the right of Kingston. Schenk in motion. And rush right up the middle. Short gain there as tackle by Stefan Kennedy, certainly one of the stalwarts of that Tornado defense. So it'll be 2nd and 8. We'll call it the 37 of Southern Virginia. Shotgun snap to Pinkston. Play action fake, and then finds Schenk in the flat, close to the first down marker, but is going to be a yard or two short. So that'll bring up a 3rd down. Tackle there by Tyler Harrison of the Tornadoes. So 3rd and 2 for the Knights. Pinkston, the senior from Simi Valley, California, Simi Valley High School. And first 3rd down situation for either of these teams. 3rd and short. Handoff there to Nelson, and Nelson's going to rush for the first down. Strong push by that left side of the offensive line. Guys like Henderson and LaVea of the Knights. So impressive 3rd down running play there, and across midfield go the Knights. First trip into Brevard territory. So 1st and 10 now from the 49. So at the 49, play action fake, drops back, deep shot, and incomplete as a deep shot there and unable to connect. So 2nd and 10. After that incompletion. Pinkston once again in the shotgun snap. Draw play right up the middle, loss of 1, so it'll be, it's going to be 3rd and long now. So offsides penalty will bring up another 2nd down opportunity for Southern Virginia. So 2nd and we'll call it 5. Play action fake yet again, and in and out of the hands of Jalen Troy, listed as a tight end for the Knights, and trying a little screen pass there to Troy, but incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd down. So 3rd and 5, last 3rd down play, the Knights with a power running play, but this is certainly a different situation. 3rd and medium, we'll call it 3rd and 5 from the 44. Some pressure from the Tornado defense there. Flushed out of the pocket is Pinkston, and Pinkston is going to be able to gain the first down. Some elusive running by Davis Pinkston, despite some pressure from the Tornadoes. Guys like Jerome Bass and Wyatt Langford getting in that backfield, but Pinkston on the move. So second third down conversion thus far for the Knights. Under 12 minutes to play here, quarter number one, first possession of the game for either side. Rush there up the middle, so another power rushing attack from the Knights. That's Alex Langtree, the freshman from Utah. Tackle there by Langford, a D3Football.com Team of the Week honoree after a big performance at LaGrange last week. So Langford continuing where he left off. 2nd and 7 from the 33. Pinkston with a handoff there to Nelson. And in the backfield, a big-time tackle there. Tyler Harrison once again. Harrison, the junior from Franklin, North Carolina, Franklin High School. And that'll bring up our third down of this opening drive for the Knights. They've been successful thus far, 2 for 2 in these situations. Meanwhile, this drive already over 4 minutes in length, chewing some clock here as well are the Knights. Play action once again for Pinkston. Kennedy was there in the backfield and then brought down. That's going to be short of the marker. Jerome Bass with the tackle. And this is an interesting part of the field in terms of decision on fourth down. It's 4th and 1, it looks like. So 4th and 1, and the offense is staying on the field for the Knights. So a big 4th down situation here in these early goings. 10 on the play clock. And the Knights from the Brevard 27 on 4th and 1. A power rush once again. Once again behind Henderson. Nelson with the first down, and thus far the running attack for the Knights has been significant. We're approaching 6 minutes on this opening drive, and this will be the 11th play of the drive. The Knights just methodically moving their way down the field to open things up here. Incomplete there. Once again, attended to Troy. So 3 first downs thus far. 2 of them came on third down running plays. The third first down came on a 4th down rush. And meanwhile, the 12th play of the drive. Pinkston. And there the Tornadoes were able to snuff out that running play. Langtree with the carry, Bass with the tackle, Jerome Bass. The senior from Red Springs, North Carolina, Red Springs High School. And that'll bring up, certainly in terms of degree of difficulty, the toughest third down yet for Southern Virginia. 3rd and 11 from the 25-yard line. So certainly what you would expect to be a passing down. Play action there. Flags are in the air. Pinkston on the move. Incomplete. We'll see what the penalty is. Defensively for the Tornadoes, Taylor Willis in the vicinity of that incompletion. See what the flag is. It's going to be offsides on the Tornadoes, so another opportunity here for Southern Virginia. So now 3rd and 6. The assignment became that much easier after the offsides penalty by Brevard, and then deflected. Stefan Kennedy getting a hand on it there in the backfield. A swat by Stefan Kennedy. So that'll bring up 4th down, and looks like the field goal unit is heading out for the Knights. So a stop there by the Tornado defense after a long, methodical drive. And a field goal here. This will be from 35 yards. Derek Bass with the field goal attempt, and it is good. From 35 yards, Derek Bass able to put the Knights on top 3-0 after a very impressive opening drive that chewed a lot of time here at Islamel Family Field. Stick with us. We'll bring in more first quarter action. Knights and Tornadoes. So Southern Virginia strikes first. A very impressive 13-play, 45-yard drive. 6 minutes and 51 seconds chewed off the clock, and it ends with a Bass field goal from 35 yards, and Southern Virginia with an early 3-0 lead over the Tornadoes. Kickoff here, fielded at the goal line by Brandon Norris. Norris across the 30. An impressive return, but there's a flag on the field. So we'll see what the flag's all about. So Norris, we'll see if it stands. 7:51 to play here. Quarter number 1, Islamel Family Field on the campus of Brevard College, Brevard, North Carolina. And it's going to be an illegal block by the Tornadoes, so this one's coming back. So Tornadoes' assignment will be that much tougher from deep in their own territory. Ball is spotted all the way back at just inside the 10-yard line. So 90 yards of real estate here at the turf at Islamel Family Field for the Tornadoes, and Taylor Jackson III. Quarterback for the Tornadoes, the sophomore from Guyton, Georgia. South Effingham High School, and Taylor Jackson. Toss there to Yoder, Mitchell Yoder with the sweep there and able to gain some of that yardage back. So nice opening running play there for Yoder. Good to see Yoder back on the field after an injury that he suffered in the Maryville contest. And getting the start here, once again, Mitchell Yoder, junior from Columbus, North Carolina, Polk County High School, rather. So 2nd and 4 after the 6-yard gain by Yoder. Taylor Jackson III drops back, first pass attempt of the game, and complete to Vince Davis, and then tackled immediately by Ciasosi. Jason Ciosi with a big-time tackle there. Sophomore from Carlsbad, California. So Yoder once again tackle there by Dylan Andrew. Jackson with the attempt there and able to find Dalton Cole. Dalton Cole going up high. Beautiful catch there, but a flag on the play, a flag in the backfield. So we'll see what this is all about. But a great connection there. Jackson to Cole. Cole going up high, showing that athleticism and then pulling down the football. But see what the penalty's all about. And it's going to be a holding on Brevard. So nullify the completion to Cole and back up the Tornadoes once again. So 5:41 to play here. Quarter number 1, and Jackson will go back to work. Montrell Stinson split to the near side. Handoff here. Rush left. Devontae Murray with the carry. So we've seen Yoder and we've seen Murray now in the backfield for the Tornadoes. And after that costly penalty, it's going to be 3rd and we'll call it 17 from the Tornadoes' 15-yard line. So certainly a tough assignment here for Taylor Jackson III and the Tornadoes. Jackson drops back. Nice job picking up a blitz there by the Tornadoes' offensive line. Now pass is incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down in a punting situation for the Tornadoes. So Southern Virginia able to get off the field defensively, and tough situation in terms of field position here for the Tornadoes. Here in this first quarter, trailing 3-0 to the Knights. Nick Akis with the punt for the Tornadoes. And fair catch there, but it's going to be great field position for the Knights at the 43-yard line of Brevard. Your score with 4:42 to play here in the first quarter. Knights 3, Tornadoes 0. So back underway here at Islamel Family Field. Second possession of the afternoon for the Knights. Pinkston Handoff there. Nelson once again. They keep on running left, it seems, behind left guard Henderson. And continue to work that side of the field. The Knights. Tornadoes were there defensively that time. A gain of, we'll call it 3. Stefan Kennedy with the tackle. Kennedy, the senior from Glendale, Arizona, Apollo High School. As we approach the 4-minute mark here in the first quarter, a long opening drive by Southern Virginia chewed up a lot of this quarter already. Rolling out to his left is Pinkston, now throwing across his body into triple coverage. Incomplete, a deep shot there by Pinkston, attended for Francois. Woodson Francois, the junior from Pompano Beach, Florida. Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School. 3:53 to play here, quarter number 1, so another third down situation for the Knights. Rush to the left once again and then cutting through traffic. Ball is loose. Ball was stripped away there. There's a flag on the play also, so there's going to be a lot to sort out here. First, we'll see whose possession the ball is. It looks like it remains Southern Virginia football. And then a penalty against the Knights, so that'll push the Knights back. A holding penalty after a significant gain. So this is going to make a 3rd and long situation, so a break there for the Tornadoes. Pushing Southern Virginia back. So it'll be 3rd and 15 for the Knights. Pinkston back. Able to make the completion to Skylar Johnson, but covered nicely there by the Tornadoes. Taylor Willis with the tackle. And that'll bring up a 4th down. And Southern Virginia at first looked like they were moving quickly, maybe trying to catch the Tornadoes off guard. Now they reset. And they're going for it here on 4th down, 4th and 5, their second 4th down attempt of the afternoon. And then a pooch kick and to perfection. A pooch punt by the Knights. Pinkston showing some of that versatility. The quarterback for the Knights, the senior from California, with a gorgeous punt there on 4th down. And the Tornadoes will be backed way up. So we'll call it the 3-yard line for the Tornadoes. Rush here, and nice play there on 1st down to kind of dig themselves out of that hole a little bit. Mitchell Yoder up the middle. So field position, an early story in this one. Certainly it's been tough sledding for the Tornadoes. Opening drives at the 10 and now at the 3. 2nd and 7. Rush once again and finding the hole in that offensive line. Freddie Aiken the third. So a significant rush there. Justin Parker paving the way on that offensive line for the Tornadoes. Gain of 14 on the play by Aiken, and see if that can get this Tornado engine. Quarter number one. Jackson. Rush to the left. This time it's Kirkland. Andrew pushes out of bounds Kirkland, so 3 straight rushes for the Tornadoes on this drive that started at their own 3. Yoder, Aiken, and now Kirkland. Jackson keeps it on that rush, so it'll bring up a third down situation. Also heading towards the end of the first quarter here at Lamel Family Field. And in all likelihood, that will be the last play of the first quarter. So at the end of 1, Southern Virginia 3, Brevard 0. USA South Conference action here at Lamel Family Field. Stick with us. Quarter number 2 coming up next. So back to action here. First play of the second quarter with the Knights ahead 3-0. Jackson able to make the completion there to Dawn Cole, and then a host of Knights converge on Cole. Cole just gang tackled after that reception, and short of the first down. That'll bring up the punt team once again for the Tornadoes. Nick Akis, the punter. So Tornadoes able to dig themselves out of that precarious field position, but certainly this field position tilt continues to favor Southern Virginia, as Akis with Wester deep for the Knights. And this punt is going to take a pretty much a neutral bounce right at the 50-yard line. So Southern Virginia will take over on offense there. Thus far, a 48-42 advantage in total yards for Southern Virginia. Just 5 first downs total in this one. Southern Virginia with 3, Brevard with 2. So statistically, a very even game with a couple of exceptions. Certainly field position has greatly favored the Knights, and also the Knights' time of possession, a very long opening drive. As Pinkston will go back to work for the Knights. Deep shot here, and broken up by the Tornadoes. Well defended. Intended for Johnson. And well defended there by Cameron Moore. Really well done there. Cameron Moore, the native of Miami, Florida, was stride for stride with Skylar Johnson and blanketed the coverage there. 2nd and 10 for the 50. Rush left and breaking some tackles and then pushing the pile forward. The Knights, some hard running there to the 41-yard line. That's going to bring up a 3rd and short. Nelson with some hard running, moving those legs, and then his offensive line giving him a big push at the end and turns into a significant rush. So Southern Virginia, 2 of 7 on 3rd down. Already their 8th 3rd down opportunity. Now, 2 of them turned into 4th down situations where one was a pooch kick, the other a successful 4th down conversion. That time, big pressure there by the Tornadoes. Wyatt Langford, also Cameron Moore on the blitz from the cornerback position. And that'll bring up another 4th down, and lining up for the third time. And big time play there. The sack by Jerome Bass on 4th down, so it'll be a turnover on downs. And that's one way to change the field position game. A stop on 4th down, a turnover on downs, and the sack by Jerome Bass to push the field position in favor of the Tornadoes. So from the 49-yard line, the Brevard 49, going back to work here will be Taylor Jackson the third. Play action pass. Jackson, deep shot, and touchdown for the Tornadoes. Derek Frazier, a 51-yard touchdown. Jackson to Frazier. Jackson to Frazier for 51 yards and the touchdown. So quick strike offense. Meanwhile, we'll see what the officials have to say here. A little bit of a discussion. Touchdown counts. And then looks like a sideline warning on the Tornadoes. So a bit of a celebration there on the Tornado sideline. Understandable after the big 51-yard touchdown. Meanwhile, Damalos will tee up for the extra point here. And kick is up and good. So the Tornadoes take a 7-3 lead on the quick strike to Derek Frazier. Jackson to Frazier for 51 yards. Tornadoes 7, Knights 3. Back underway here at Islamel Family Field. Tornadoes with a 7-3 advantage. And a big hit there by the Tornadoes on special teams. R.J. Everett laying the wood, the junior from Johns Creek, Georgia, Johns Creek High School. And suddenly you can feel the momentum, the electricity here at Islamel Family Field in favor of the home team. .12:37 to play here, quarter number 2. And running play there along the right side. Huxford. Seen him in that punt return and kickoff return setting, and that time with a rush. 2nd and 8 to play here at the 29-yard line. Rush once again up the middle, and a big-time hit there for the Tornadoes. Dante Anderson coming up from his safety position. Wyatt Langford was there as well, and just a big-time hit by Anderson, the senior from Hartwell, Georgia, Hart County High School. That'll bring up another 3rd down scenario. We've seen a bunch of these for Southern Virginia. And a timeout on the field. And it's going to be a timeout for Southern Virginia. So 7-3 your score, 11:24 to play here, quarter number 2. So that'll bring up a 3rd and 5 from the 33. Tornadoes enjoying a 7-3 advantage. Pass there intended for Wester. And once again on the coverage for the Tornadoes was Dante Anderson. Back-to-back plays. Anderson very active. And that'll bring up a 4th down scenario. And that punt takes a Brevard Tornadoes bounce, and it'll be Brevard football in Southern Virginia territory. So Brevard will take over. 11:09 to play here, quarter number 2. So BC will go back to work here. Best starting field position thus far. Certainly the trend of the game has shifted in that regard as a short gain there for Devontae Murray. Murray, one of several running backs we've seen thus far. We've seen Mitchell Yoder, Deshante Kirkland, Freddie Aiken III. Also keep an eye out for Khalil Madison and also Richard Shitako. So a stable of running backs for the Brevard College Tornadoes. 2nd and 8. Rolling left is Jackson. And jumping the route there, and it's going to be an interception for Southern Virginia. Jacob Taloa with the interception. Jacob Taloa. First turnover either side in this one. The junior from Tracy, California, John Kimball High School, able to jump that route and pull down the interception. And just like that, Southern Virginia once again with the football, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Rush there, once again working that left side of the offensive line. Tackle there by Ross. Nelson was the ball carrier. 2nd and 5 for the Knights. Certainly have been flexing their muscle with this running attack quite a bit. Long opening drive to start this one by the Knights. 13 plays, 651. But the Tornadoes were able to hold the Knights to a field goal, and then a big touchdown pass to Derek Frazier gave the Tornadoes the lead. Rush here, and that's going to move the sticks. So 1st down for Nelson and the Knights. 4th first down of the contest for the Knights. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 37. So Davis Pinkston will go back to work here. Rush along the right side, and big hit there. Wesley Ross with the tackle. Wester with sort of an end-around type rush there, and Wesley Ross, the senior from Cumming, Georgia, West Forsyth High School, stepping up to make that play. So it'll bring up a 2nd and long. We'll call it 2nd and 8 from the 39-yard line. So statistically, we'll call that a pass to Wester, a shuffle pass. Meanwhile, 8:15 on the clock here. Rush right up the middle and stopped short of the marker. But once again, some hard running by Nelson. We've seen a big dose of Nelson so far for the Knights. Meanwhile, another 3rd down situation. The Knights, this will be their 10th 3rd down attempt already in this contest. And in the backfield there, but the Tornadoes seem to have gone for the fake there a little bit, and nifty rush there by Pinkston. What a play action fake. Kind of fooled everybody in the building out there and ends up in a keeper by Pinkston. First down, Knights. Meanwhile, clock continues to tick here, second quarter here at Isla Family Field. Pass there is complete. Francois with the catch. Wesley Ross with the tackle. So good to see Jock Pledger back in action for the Tornadoes. Certainly one of the top performers for that Brevard defense. Rush there. Wyatt Langford, Jeff Banning, Jerome Bass. Just some of the Tornadoes there defensively that time. Nicholas King now checking in. But once again, moving the sticks. The Knights seem to have a knack for just finding that first down marker on some of these rushing plays. Impressive offensive line work by these Knights. Push these piles forward in many situations. First and 10 from the 43. Heavy pressure there by Bass. Somehow Pinkston eludes him and scampers out of bounds. Turns what could have been a big negative into a positive. Pinkston with the gainer there. Gain of 5, so it'll be 2nd and 5 from the 38-yard line of Brevard. So once again, another methodical drive by the Knights, similar to what we saw in the opening drive of this contest. 5 minutes to play here, quarter number 2. Play action, and almost intercepted. Jock Pledger. Jock Pledger almost pulling off the INT there. We saw Southern Virginia with the first turnover of the game. With that takeaway interception, and Pledger almost returned the favor there. Meanwhile, 3rd and 5 from the 38. Another third down situation for the Knights. In motion is Johnson. Shotgun snap to Pinkston. Pinkston drops back and keeps it himself, able to break a tackle, then break a second tackle, and another first down. Pinkston using his legs very effectively. Elusive rushing, and not only the elusive rushing, but ultimately breaking some tackles to gain that first down. So clock continues to tick and becoming a very impressive drive for Southern Virginia. The 11th play of the drive, and it's another gainer. That time Pinkston connects with Johansson. Matthew Johansson, the sophomore from Troy, Michigan. Troy High School. So clock continues to tick. This drive started way back at the 10-minute mark. We're approaching 7 minutes on this current drive as Southern Virginia continues to methodically work their way down the field here. Now a timeout to see if Tornadoes can regroup defensively. 7 to play here, quarter number 2. Your score, Brevard 7, Southern Virginia 3. So back to action here, 3:37 to play here, quarter number 2. And a big rush there by the Tornadoes, and it's going to be a quarterback sack. Jerome Bass and also Stefan Kennedy on the scene. Just what the doctor had ordered out of the timeout. And that'll bring up a 3rd and long situation. We'll call it 3rd and 9 on what has been the second very long drive. This one over 7 minutes in duration. And Southern Virginia faced with another 3rd down situation. 4 of 11 on 3rd down already in this one. Pinkston with the keeper, but the Tornadoes not fooled that time. Stefan Kennedy with the tackle all over Kingston. And then guys like Jerome Bass. So it was actually the backup quarterback, Colton Shumway, and then Kennedy with the tackle. So there was a equipment issue there that sent Pinkston to the sidelines. His helmet actually came off on that last play, which is an automatic have to sit out a play. Player safety, always a paramount. So meanwhile, another 4th down situation and decision time here for Southern Virginia. Meanwhile, timeout for Southern Virginia. We'll take it with them. Your score 7-3, Tornadoes on top of the Knights. So long field goal attempt here. It's going to be a 45-yard field goal attempt for the Knights. Derek Bass. We already saw Bass make a field goal from 35. This one from 45 yards. And just missing. So Bass now 1 of 2 in the field goal department. And ultimately a stop for the Tornadoes after an exhaustive 13-play, 45-yard drive that lasted over 8 minutes. So meanwhile, the Tornadoes with 1:59 left here in this second quarter. .159 to play here, quarter number 2. Pitch there to Shatakov. So Rachetti Shatako with the carry. So yet another running back getting some action for the Tornadoes. Meanwhile, 90 seconds to play here, quarter number 2. Jackson back to pass, able to find into the flat there. Jaden O'Leary with the catch. So you always got to take a double take when we see a number 8 on the field, because we've seen Jerome Bass on the offensive side. That time, Jaden O'Leary bringing down the catch, the tight end. Meanwhile, Jackson back to work here, intended there for Norris, incomplete. O'Leary, the senior from Fayetteville, North Carolina. So 1:09 to play here, 2nd and 10. Derek Frazier checking back in. He had the big touchdown catch for the Tornadoes in that go-ahead quick strike. 1:09 to play here, quarter number 2. Stick around. Brevard High School Marching Band will be in action during halftime. Jackson on the move. And wisely takes a knee there. But meanwhile, clock continues to tick. Tornadoes do have a pair of timeouts in their back pocket if they choose to use it. Some different personnel checking in now. Under 40 seconds to play here, quarter number 2. Third and long for Taylor Jackson III and the Tornadoes. So it looks like the Tornadoes are going to be content running the ball here, and very well could be the last play of the first half. So clock continues to tick away here, and that'll do it for the end of the first half. Your score, Tornadoes 7, Knights 3. Stick around. We'll have the Brevard High School Marching Band and then more action between the Tornadoes and Knights on a gorgeous Saturday afternoon here at Islamel Family Field on the campus of Brevard College.
The athletes are under the direction of the Boys and Girls Club Team Services Director and the Positive Coaching Alliance 2020 National Coach of the Year, Devin Holmes, a 2014 alumnus of Brevard College. The flag football teams from the Cindy Platt Boys and Girls Club won the 5 12U championships in 2021, and the 14U girls team won the nation's capital showdown with the 12 and under girls team finishing runner-up. In addition, even more championships were won by 8U, 10U, 11U, 12U, and 13U teams in 2020. The 12U and 10U co-ed flag football teams earned a berth to play in the NFL Flag Bowl in Los Angeles in February. Best of luck to those teams as they represent Transylvania County at the NFL Flag Bowl. Here with us today, Arian Young and Solomon Young, TJ, along with Coach Devon Holmes. Please join us for a big round of applause for the championship flag football squads and all the great work done at the Cindy Platt Boys and Girls Club of Transylvania County. For more information and to support the Boys and Girls Club, go to www.bgctransylvania.org. Direction of Drum Major Joe Smith, please welcome the marching Blue Devils. It's time to crank up the volume. Today, the band brings us the sounds of alternative rock legends Nirvana and Metallica. In 1991, Nirvana unexpectedly shot into the mainstream spotlight with its #1 single. Here is Smells Like Teen Spirit. Inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2009 and one of Rolling Stone's top 100 greatest of all time, Metallica is one of the most influential rock bands of the last three decades. Today, the band features performers Joe Smith and Braden Grosvenor in our rendition of one of the Metallica's greatest hits, Enter Sandman. The Brevard High School Marching Blue Devils are under the direction of Mr. Andrew Jimison. The drumline instructor is Dr. Nathan Tingler, and the color guard coach is Mrs. Lauren Almany. The band would like to extend a special thank you to Brevard College and Brevard College Athletics for the invitation to perform and cheer on our Brevard College Tornadoes today. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause for the Brevard High School Blue Devil Marching Band.
I'm definitely feeling more confident now than I was as a freshman. I've taken jumps in my academic career, and I've taken jumps in just socializing and getting out and getting to do things I've never done before.
The thing that brought me to Brevard is the experiential learning. I've always been a hands-on guy.
I love it here at Brevard. Over Christmas break, I was itching to come back because I love the area so much.
Experiential learning here is beyond all of my expectations. It has really blown me away with projects that are fun and exciting and all the outdoor activities that we've done.
My financial aid process was very smooth. My freshman year, I came in worry-free, which was amazing because it allowed me to focus on my academics and focus on finding my place here at Brevard.
In Brevard, there's all kinds of things to do, whether it be go up into downtown and look at all the shops, or go up to any of the national forests and hike, camp, anything like that. And that's what I'm into, the hiking, camping, backpacking, and the biking.
There's a lot to do outside. It's probably one of the prettiest places on the earth. And to come to somewhere where it's such a tight-knit community, where everybody has your back, I mean, you're not going to find that anywhere else at bigger schools.
I like to go hang out at the coffee shop, sit outside at the picnic tables, maybe do a little bit of homework there, and just socialize because there's always somebody that I know there.
Brevard does make it easy to come here. The admission process is very simple.
Scholarship day, I came and they had everything figured out for me, and I sat down with the advisor and it was super simple.
I love the faculty. I love the staff. I love the experiential education. So many things speak to me. It screams my home away from home. It's just a great feeling to be on campus, which is why I've decided this is where I'm going to be, this is where I want to graduate, this is where I want my degree to come from.
Brevard College Wilderness Leadership and Experiential Education program is the most distinctive in the nation. I think one of the reasons why is because it is so focused on experiential education in addition to the outdoor education component. They are developing their leadership skills out in the field with each other.
My internship was on Schooner Lynx. She's a 122-foot topsail schooner. She's a replica of an 1812 privateer. My job on Lynx this summer was a deckhand, and because of the skills that I've learned at Brevard College, such as program planning and lesson planning and different techniques to teaching to different ages and different types of people, I was promoted to the job of educator. This summer, my professor, John Buford, knew that I'd be at sea quite a bit, and he really worked with me. And when I would come into port, I would call him. He would always answer. He was really quick to respond with my emails, and not just to say, I got your email, but he would talk about what was going on and ask me questions. And it was really cool to have somebody like that to support me for the summer and really help me succeed.
You should come to Brevard College in the Wilderness Leadership and Experiential Education program because you will become a leader, a strong, ethical leader. And that can be applied to any field, anywhere you go, whatever you do in your professional career. And it'll be a whole lot of fun as you learn those skills.
Anybody who is interested in leadership skills and outdoor skills should definitely think about Brevard. It's an incredible place and a great place to be a part of.
Before I got to Brevard College, I didn't know what experiential learning even was. We have all the rivers, Pisgah National Forest, DuPont State Forest, just all the resources are around us. So the location is why environmental studies is so great here.
With experiential learning, it's not always field-based. We do quite a few things in the lab as well, so you get opportunities to do hands-on research in the lab. But whenever possible, when you can get outdoors and see what's actually happening, it's different based on the conditions that are outdoors, and you can never predict those. So a day that it's raining and cold, you're going to see different activity levels among the animals and plants than if it's a day that's sunny and warm. The courses that I teach are all based in the outdoors. My specialty is biodiversity, so I teach a course in biodiversity, but I also teach courses that are unique to the area that are called Plants and Animals of the Southern Appalachians. Here at Brevard College, one of the things that we do really well is interact with these students who are undergraduates in a way that prepares them for graduate programs. That's what we can do at Brevard College. We can get these students who are interested in a particular area, help them find a path that is tying together their interest with what our background, the backgrounds of the professors can do, and then position that student in a way that few undergraduates can be positioned to go on to a graduate program or to go directly into the field.
Back to action here at Lamel Family Field. Quarter number 3 getting started. And in a reverse here, Jerome Bass, the ever so versatile Jerome Bass, and some trick plays early on here. First and 10 from the 30. Handoff up the middle. And some hard running there by Freddie Aiken III. Tornadoes with a 7-3 advantage. A compelling first half where Southern Virginia 13-play, 45-yard drive, 6:51 on the clock to put the Knights up 3-0, but then a quick strike, Derek Frazier with a 51-yard reception from Taylor Jackson III. And with the extra point at the Tornadoes with a 7-3 lead. It's another rush there by Aiken, first down Tornadoes. So good opening couple of running plays there by the Tornadoes. Aiken, the leading rusher for the Tornadoes thus far. Total yards now in favor of the Tornadoes, 113 to 100. First downs in favor of the Knights, 7-4. Knights had a couple very long drives, dominating time of possession, over 20 minutes for the Knights. Controlling the ball, but meanwhile, Tornadoes looking like they're controlling the ball themselves. 3 straight rushes by Freddie Aiken III to start off this third quarter. So correction, it was actually 28 Devontae Murray on that last rush. So 2 rushes by Aiken, then 1 by Murray. And here's Murray once again. And Murray with about 6 yards there. There's a flag on the play, so we'll see what that's all about. Flag on the far side of the field near that Southern Virginia sideline. Legal procedure, legal formation call on the Tornadoes. Quarter number 3, just underway here, and so a little bit of confusion as far as the spot of the penalty. Tornadoes have suffered 4 penalties for 45 yards, a couple of those costly in that first half. Now the ball being spotted yet again, so it's going to be 2nd and 12 from the 39 after the penalty, and that was all straightened out. Murray in the backfield with Jackson. Jackson drops back, draw play to Murray, and Murray loses his helmet, takes on multiple Knight defenders, and very close to that first down marker. Some hard running by Deshante Kirkland on the rush. So our apologies to Shante Kirkland, and he is fired up after taking on multiple defenders. So DeShante Kirkland. And meanwhile, penalty marker down, so we're getting this all sorted out. 12:30 to play here, quarter number 3. Hard running there by DeShante Kirkland. Kirkland still feeling it here on the near sideline. So the flag was waved off, and meanwhile the spot moved back about 5 yards. So perhaps spotted where the helmet came off. And meanwhile, in the backfield, a tackle for loss. So interesting there. So Kirkland did about half that running on that gain with his helmet off, and officials ruled that once the helmet went off, dead ball. So 12:02 to play here, quarter number 3, and tough break there for the Tornadoes. Really kind of stopped the momentum there. And now a punting situation. Once again, Nick Akis. Wester deep for the Knights, and a fair catch for Wester, and at the 28-yard line, they will go back to work. Make it the 27. 11:35 to play here, quarter number 3. Tornado 7, Knights 3. Back to action here at Lamel Family Field. First possession of the third quarter for the Tornadoes ends up in a punt, and now the Knights go back to work. So 11-11 to play here, quarter number 3. After that, rush by Nelson. So 2nd and 7 here from the 32. Pinkston. Keeper from Pinkston, and he's tracked down by Dante Anderson. So Pinkston yet again with another first down carry for the Knights. Hard rushing up the middle. Nelson once again for the Knights. Lyndon Galt with the tackle. Exciting young player for the Tornadoes, Lyndon Galt, sophomore out of Lawrence, South Carolina, Lawrence District 55 High School. 9:45 to play here, quarter number 3. And the snap to Pinkston with just 1 on the game clock and heavy pressure there. Who else? Jerome Bass making things very difficult on Pinkston, and that'll bring up another 3rd down. The Knights have seen a lot of these situations, 4 of 12 on 3rd down. And 3rd and 4 this time around for Pinkston and company. Pinkston fakes right, now tries to run left, and he's sacked in the backfield. Stefan Kennedy creating havoc in that backfield for Pinkston, then ultimately the quarterback sack. That's the 4th sack by the Tornado defense this afternoon, and couldn't have come at a better time on that 3rd down situation. That'll bring up a 4th down and another punt here. Derek Bass, we've seen Bass in the field goal kicking department. And Bass the punter as well for the Knights. Fair catch for Brandon Norris at the 34-yard line. So Tornadoes will take over there. 1st and 10 at the 34. So Taylor Jackson III will take over once again here for the Tornado offense. Handoff to Devontae Murray, and Murray showing some of that speed along the near side. Murray with a big gainer there. Moving the sticks. And gain of 23 by Devontae Murray. So big time rush there by Murray. And Tornadoes just like that in Southern Virginia territory. 1st and 10 from the 43. 8 minutes to play here, quarter number 3. Freddie Aiken III. Multiple looks by these Tornado running backs. So now 2nd and 9 for Jackson and the NATO offense. Jackson with the keeper, and he faced a wall of Knights defenders and decides to slide and preserve his body there. So 6:55 to play here, quarter number 3. Dalton Cole on the near sideline. Norris spread out to the left. Jackson under heavy pressure tried to find Brandon Norris through all that, and rid of a precarious situation for Jackson and the Tornado offense, but punt unit will come on, and big stop there for the Knights. So Nick Akis will go to work once again. the fourth punt of the afternoon for Akis. Wester deep for the Knights. And Akis with a beautiful chip shot. But a flag on the play way back here in the backfield. So we'll see what this is about. But what a punt by Nick Akis. Akis, the freshman from Rock Hill, South Carolina, with just a thing of beauty there, as if he's out on the links. So we'll see what the flag's all about. So penalty is declined. It was on Southern Virginia, so that'll keep the Knights pinned back. So really well done there by Nick Akis to pin the Knights back down inside the 10-yard line. And Pinkston will go back to work for the Knights. 7-3 your score, low-scoring ball game so far here at Islamel Family Field between these two. First ever USA South Conference matchup between these two clubs. Southern Virginia, the newest member of the USA South. Nelson on the rush. Ball came out of his hands, skipped out of bounds. Toby Naylor, Stefan Kennedy, Jock Pledger, all there on the scene. Kennedy was able to strip that out of Nelson's hands and pop the ball out of bounds. Meanwhile, 7-yard gain for Nelson, 2nd and 3. Handoff up the middle, and some hard running there. Rush there by Langtree. And a first down for the Knights. The Knights running game a significant factor. Their 8th first down of the contest, the Knights. Rush here, and all sorts of tornadoes. Led by Ernest Smith, the second. Also Wyatt Langford on the scene. That'll bring up 2nd and 11, so tackle for loss there. Stefan Kennedy with a team best 6 tackles thus far, 3 tackles for loss. 2nd and 11. Rush here, keeper by the quarterback Pinkston. And once again, the Tornado defense on the scene. Ernest Smith the second. Get to know him, ladies and gentlemen. The sophomore from Barnwell, South Carolina, Barnwell High School, with another big play there, stuffing up that defensive line. 4:10 to play here, quarter number 3. 3rd down situation yet again. 4 of 13. That's 31% for the Knights. Pinkston Great coverage there, but perhaps too tight of coverage. So as the flags are thrown, Cameron Moore was there stride for stride with the Knights wideout, Johansson. And it's going to be pass interference on the Tornado, so tough break there as Cameron Moore looked like he was there stride for stride right there. So clock stops at 3:45. So 1st and 10 now from the 32 after the pass interference. So automatic first down, costly penalty for the Tornadoes. And heavy pressure once again by the Tornadoes, and Wyatt Langford on the scene, reigning D3Football.com Player of the Week. So a quarterback sack there by Langford and company. It's the 5th sack by the Tornado defense, wrecking havoc in that backfield. 3:05 to play here, quarter number 3. And Dante Anderson, also Toby Naylor, Jeff Banning. Tornado defense starting to really tighten up here against the Knights running attack. But here is the key down. Once again, 3rd and 11. Last time out, the Knights were able to earn a first down via the pass interference. The snap to Pinkston. Pinkston drops back. And there's the Tornado defense yet again. Sack number 6 on the afternoon. Trey Williams, amongst others. Lyndon Gaunt, also Trey Williams. And that's 6 sacks for the Tornadoes defense. Tornadoes defense coming up big yet again. And another punt here, meanwhile, for Derek Bass, who's been one of the busier Knights this afternoon. Fair catch there, or actually no fair catch. And Norris able to elude several defenders. He caught that punt in heavy traffic. You almost assumed the way he approached it, his body language, but not his arm, indicated fair catch. But then Norris turning on the Jets. Flash Gordon type moves there. And Brandon Norris, the punt return, and Tornadoes with the ball in Southern Virginia territory. Meanwhile, both these offenses have stalled. Great defense on both sides we're seeing, but neither offense really to get much going lately. Just 10 points combined in this game thus far. Rush here for Mitchell Yoder. Flag on the play, so we'll see what that's all about. So no gain on the play. We'll see what the flag is. And we have an injury timeout at the same time, so a lot to sort out here. It's going to be a holding penalty on the Tornadoes. So nice round of applause there for the veteran offensive lineman Justin Parker, senior from Candler, North Carolina, Inca High School. Meanwhile, minute 12 to play here, quarter number 3. Low-scoring affair at Islamel Family Field. Defensive battle. And still a one-score ball game, and certainly Tornadoes would like to cushion that lead a bit here. They can get a drive going, but after that holding penalty, 1st and 20. Jackson, screen pass the other way, was trying to find Kirkland, but incomplete, so that'll bring up a 2nd and 20 situation. Well, the Tornadoes will be back in action 1 week from today. So they continue USA South Conference play. Senior Day is November the 13th, right here at Islamel Family Field versus Averett. Jackson throws downfield, was looking for Luis Alvarez. Many in attendance thought there might have been a targeting penalty there, but no flag. Meanwhile, 3rd and 20, so tough task for the Tornadoes here, and Taylor Jackson and play clock running down, and Tornadoes will have no choice but to call a timeout here, 3rd and 20. So timeout on the field. Your score, Tornadoes 7, Knights 3. Back to action here at Islamel Family Field, 3rd and 20 at the 41. Jackson back to pass. Heavy pressure there, and was trying to find Brandon Norris. And another punt situation for the Tornadoes. And Nick Akis. So Tornadoes at Methodist on Saturday, October the 30th, and then home against Averett in the season finale. Senior Day on November the 13th, 3 p.m. here at Islamel Family Field. Punt there, fair catch at the 30. So the Knights will take over at their own 30-yard line. 24 seconds left to play here at quarter number 3. First and 10 for the 30 for Pinkston and the Knights. Pinkston drops back. Throws that into heavy traffic. Incomplete. Tyler Harrison on the case. Pass intended for Jake Schenk. So 2nd and 10 from the 30. Tornado's defense has stepped it up even further here in this third quarter, making things very difficult on the Knights, getting in that backfield on multiple occasions. You can see Kennedy and Bass on this near side, and rush there by Langtree. And that'll likely be the last play of the third quarter. We'll head to the fourth quarter with your score. Tornadoes 7, Knights 3. Quarter number 4 coming up next. Start of the fourth quarter here at Islamel Family Field. Flags and whistles to start us off here. Yeah, timeout on the field. Something you don't see too often, a timeout to start the quarter by the Knights. So Knights now down to just 2 timeouts, and another sack for the Tornado. Stephon Kennedy, 7 sacks by the Tornado defense this afternoon, and Stephon Kennedy's been leading that charge all afternoon. Wyatt Langford on the scene as well. And another stop on third down. And another punt by who else? Derek Bass. Body language makes you think fair catch. Not the case. Ends up to getting a couple extra yards to that punt return. 14:07 to play here, quarter number 4. Back to action here at Islamel Family Field. 14:07 to play here, quarter number 4. And Taylor Jackson and the Tornado offense will go back to work. I formation for the Tornadoes. Rush there. Mitchell Yoder. Tackle there by Alex Sewell. Freshman from Greenwood, California, Golden Sierra High School. Well, want to give a shout out to the Brevard High School Marching Band. Great performance during halftime. Also, Brevard College Drumline providing the rhythms here at Islamel Family Field. Rush up the middle. And some hard running there. Gain of 4. Freddie Aiken the third on the rush. Meanwhile, clock ticking, 13:05 to play. Tornadoes up 7-3. Ball at the Tornado 49-yard line, and a big 3rd and 4 right here to see if the Tornadoes can keep this drive going. Jackson finds Kirkland in the flat, and Kirkland battling for that first down marker. It looks like he's going to be just a little short. And actually, this spot, the forward motion results in the first down. So a friendly spot results in the first down. So chains move, and clock continues to tick here at Islamel Family Field, and Tornadoes getting that running game going, along with using those running backs from the backfield. That screen pass to Kirkland. Now Kirkland once again, this time to his left, and nice tackle there by Blake Hubert out of the Woodlands, Texas. Actually be a loss of 1, so big time tackle there by Hubert. Second and 11 from the 48 of the Knights. Kirkland, play action, rolls to his right, throws into traffic, and that's going to be an interception for the Knights. Jason Siaosi with the INT for the Knights, and second interception for the Knights this afternoon. And Tornadoes defense will have no choice but to pick up the hard hat and pail and get right back after it here and see if they can create another stop. So 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line, 11:14 to play here, quarter number 4. Pass to the flat, trying to find Wester. Incomplete, 2nd and 10. $11:10 to play here, quarter number 4. Rush to the left by Nelson. That was the play the Knights were using throughout that first quarter, and it seems like the Tornado defense has made the adjustment. Lyndon Galt that time with the tackle. Galt has really come on these last few weeks as a valuable part of that Tornado defense, the linebacker from South Carolina. That ball is dropped momentarily by Pinkston. He picks it back up, and then there's another quarterback sack by the Tornado defense. Jerome Bass on the scene. And the Tornado defense with a 3 and out, and continuing to make life very difficult on the Knights, especially in those 3rd and long situations. Seven sacks for the Tornadoes unofficially, and fair catch there by Norris. So big afternoon of pass rush. Make it 8 sacks. That's an official number by that Tornado pass rush. Just a brilliant afternoon. And a quarterback change for the Tornadoes. Eli Carr has entered the contest, the Asheville, North Carolina native. By the way, that last sack credited to Dante Anderson and Jerome Bass. Meanwhile, Eli Carr takes over the Tornado offense. Pitch here. And Shiitake with the rush to the left. Rashedi Shiitake. 9:22 to play here. Quarter number 4. 2nd and 8 from the 40. 3 wide receivers set. Pass there, finding Norris. So Carr to Norris on the connection. And that'll be a first down, gain of 10. And Eli Carr, right upon entering the contest with the first down and moving that offense for the Tornadoes. Alex Sewell on the coverage there for the Knights. Checking into the contest now. Some different personnel offensively for the Tornadoes, including Grafton Petrie, the tight end, number 9. Fumble on the shotgun snap, and the Knights, after being recovered by the Tornadoes, able to smother that. Freddie Aiken III able to gather up that loose ball, but the Knights were there defensively, and it's going to be a big loss on the play. Loss of 5, so 2nd and 15 from the 45. $7:45 to play here. Quarter number 4. A defensive struggle. Whistles and timeout for the Tornadoes as the play clock was running down. So Tornadoes will regroup offensively, and we'll come back with them. 7:32 to play here. Quarter number 4, Tornadoes 7, Knights 3. So after the timeout by the Tornadoes, 7:32 to play here, quarter number 4, 2nd and 15 for Eli Carr and the NATO offense. Carr drops back. Trying to find Dalton Cole, ruled incomplete, almost intercepted. Jacob Taloa was in the mix there. Also, Blake Hubert off the deflection almost reeled that in for the third interception of the day for the Knight defense. And meanwhile, third and long, 3rd and 15 for Eli Carr. Norris and Luis Alvarez checked out wide to the left, Stinson to the right. And that pass incomplete, out of bounds. So that'll bring up 4th down and punting unit once again. So the busy day for Nick Akis will continue as well. So as we were previewing this game, we never would have imagined Derek Bass and Nick Akis quite so busy. Punt here from the 45 from Akis. Kind of a line drive. And return of 4 yards by Wester. And the Knights will take over at the 35-yard line. $7:12 to play here, quarter number 4. Rush there by Langtree. Far side of the field. Gain of about 6. Tackle there by Dante Anderson of the Tornadoes. .640 and counting. We have been stuck on this 7-3 score for a long time. Rush there. Gain of about 3, so that'll bring up a 3rd and short for the Knights. Some new personnel checking in for the Tornadoes in this 3rd down situation, including Ernest Smith II. Langford checks back in, as does Jeff Banning. .550 to play here. Key 3rd down for the Knights. Pass there complete for the 1st down. One of the better gainers in quite some time there. Chase Pope on the catch. Sophomore from Elk Creek, Virginia, Grayson County High School. And able to move the chains for the Knights. So Pinkston will go back to work here. Fresh set of downs. 5:16 and counting here, quarter number 4. Throw to the flat. And then breaking a tackle. Chase Wester with the catch. Dante Anderson and Toby Naylor both there, but able to muster about 3 yards there was Wester. Clock continues to move. Now 4:42 to play. Flag on the play. Pinkston takes it himself. We'll see what the flag's all about. Toby Naylor with the tackle. Offsides, the call on the Tornadoes declined after the first down gain for the Knights. So Knights will take the first down, the fresh set of downs. Clock resumes at 4:18 and counting. Play action there, and tackled in the backfield by Lyndon Galt. .345 to play here, quarter number 4. .325 to play here, quarter number 4. 2nd and 14. Pinkston back to pass. Scrambles to his right and then launches the ball downfield. Was looking for Skylar Johnson. Well defended there by Jacques Pledger. And that'll bring up a 3rd and long situation. Third down has been busy. 6 of 18 for Southern Virginia this afternoon. That's 33%. So they've hit on a third of their third downs. Now a flag is on the field. They also tried to call timeout. It looked like the play clock had expired. See what the ruling is. And the referee's going to credit the timeout to the Knights, so the Knights able to avoid the delay of game penalty, but burn yet another timeout. They're down to just 1. We're down to our final 3 minutes, 15 seconds here in the 4th quarter. Your score, Tornadoes 7, Knights 3. Well, defense has been the story in this one. And we'll see if the Tornadoes defense can come through yet again here on third down. 3rd and 14 from the 36. Tornadoes holding on to a 7-3 lead. You can see the defensive backfield in a bit of a prevent type mode to make sure they keep the Knights in front of those first down sticks. Meanwhile, whistles everywhere. And now another timeout for the Knights. So the Knights now out of timeouts. So the Knights burn their final timeout and will reset once again. 3rd and 14 from the 36. 4th quarter, Tornadoes on top 7-3. Pinkston with Wester in motion for the Knights. Play action. And there's sack number 9, folks. And the Tornadoes coming through yet again. Stefan Kennedy, and that, ladies and gentlemen, ties the school record for most sacks in a single game. It was done way back in 2009 versus Chowan. I'm sure some of NATO Nation was at that one. 9 sacks in that contest, and Tornadoes 2021 version with a school record 9 sacks in a contest. So, 4th down. And Pinkston picks up that loose ball, and that's going to be incomplete. Turnover on downs, and the Tornadoes will have the opportunity to run out this clock here because the Knights are out of timeouts, folks. And meanwhile, the defense comes up yet again. Kingston Best, folks, with that quarterback hurry. So not only the 9 sacks, but the graduate student, Kingston Best, with that quarterback hurry out of Columbia, South Carolina. And Eli Carr will head back onto the field for the Tornadoes. 2:18 to play. Knights out of timeouts. Rush there by Deshante Kirkland, 3 yards, and clock continues to tick. School record 9 quarterback sacks. And Tornadoes held the Knights just 3 points, trying to seal the deal here with the running game. Freddie Aiken the third on that rush. 1:20 to play. Once again, the Knights out of timeouts. Now, they used a timeout at the start of the 4th quarter, and then they burnt their final timeout on that last drive on 3rd down. Actually called timeout twice on the same down and distance. So, as a result, Knights out of timeouts, out of options, and Tornadoes inching closer to their 4th consecutive win. Eli Carr under center. Handoff here, and that'll do it, folks. As down to our final seconds here at Lamel Family Field. A compelling afternoon. So time continues to tick away here, and the Tornadoes are going to come away victorious in this one. Your final score, Brevard 7, Southern Virginia 3. We'll bring you all the numbers in just a matter of moments. But the Brevard Tornadoes with a 7-3 victory over the Southern Virginia Knights. Tornado defense, the story in this one. Stick with us. We'll bring you all the stats and break you down this contest. Your final score, Brevard 7, Southern Virginia 3. Your final score here at Eyes Lamel Family Field, Tornadoes 7, Knights 3. Some final numbers. Defense the story in this one, of course, so a lot of these offensive numbers will be skewed on the low end. First downs, Southern Virginia 12, Brevard 8. Southern Virginia was 6 of 19 on third down. Brevard just 1 of 9. Total yards in favor of the Tornadoes, 165 to 121. Southern Virginia was able to pick off 2 tornado passes, so 2 interceptions for Southern Virginia. The big story, the sacks. 9 sacks by the Tornado defense, tying the school record for sacks in a single game with 9. 2009 versus Chowan. Individually, the Tornadoes on offense led by Freddie Aiken III, 8 carries for 30 yards. Also, Derek Frazier. Now, Frazier was converted from defense to offense mid-season, and a deep threat, Derek Frazier. And did he come through? Quick strike, the only touchdown of the game, a 51-yarder to Derek Frazier. Also, receptions for the Tornadoes, Brandon Norris, Jaden O'Leary, Vince Davis, Deshante Kirkland, and Dalton Cole all brought down a single catch. And Taylor Jackson III, 5 of 13 for 71 yards, a touchdown, 2 interceptions. Eli Carr, 1 of 3 for 10 yards. Now, defense was the story for the Tornadoes. Stephon Kennedy, 8 tackles, 5 tackles for loss. Jerome Bass, 7 tackles, 4 tackles for loss. Lyndon Gaunt, 4 tackles, also 2 tackles for loss. And Wyatt Langford with 8 tackles. As a team, the Tornadoes, 9 sacks, tying a school record. Dante Anderson with 9 tackles as well. And as far as those sacks go, Stephon Kennedy with an enormous number, 4 sacks for Stephon Kennedy, the senior from Arizona. Jerome Bass with 2 sacks, and Wyatt Langford had a sack and a half. Kennedy also forced a fumble, so keep an eye out for Kennedy. Some of those weekly awards, I think, might be in his future as we look at the Tornado crystal ball. Well, 4th straight win for the Tornadoes. In the month of October, the Tornadoes have only allowed 13 points in those 4 contests. 4 straight wins over Greensboro, Maryville, LaGrange. And in these past 2 games here at Eyes Lamel Family Field, a 31-0 win over Maryville, so a shutout. And then today, not allowing a touchdown, just 7-3. So last 2 games here at Eyes Lamel Family Field, a 38-3 advantage. Also, congratulations to head coach Bill Kyatt with the win today. He now becomes the winningest football coach in Brevard College football history in his 5th year, now 25-18. So congratulations to Coach Bill Kyatt. Well, a compelling afternoon of football, a lot of great defense played. Beautiful sunshine here in the mountains of western North Carolina. And the fall sports beat marches on. Good luck to the men's and women's soccer teams in action today, both playing for postseason possibilities in the USA South Conference. Be sure to stick with us on bctornadoes.com and on social media at BC Tornadoes for all those updates. Also, volleyball in action today. Congratulations to the cycling team coming off a big performance in the national championships. And right around the corner, men's and women's basketball as well. Keep an eye out for that. Now, special thanks to members of women's lacrosse, men's and women's basketball, a cast of thousands. Also, the baseball team helping behind the scenes. These student athletes during fall break really putting in some serious hours to help us make everything possible. Also, big thank you to the drum line, the Brevard High School Marching Band, the cheerleaders, and all the youth that came out today to Eyes Lamel Family Field for Youth Day, including folks from the Boys and Girls Club. Congratulations to those flag football teams. They're headed to Los Angeles to play in the national championships representing Transylvania County. Boys and Girls Club, best of luck to them. So once again, your final score for the final time from Ives Lamel Family Field, Brevard 7, Southern Virginia 3. Go Tornadoes!